Hey, it's Cyclone. I'm back here with another stout review from Trillium. This one sounds really tasty. This is their Resolution Break. It's a 13% stout with cold brew coffee, liege waffles, lactose, and vanilla. Oh, baby. 13%er. It's the 2020 vintage. They do not give us an actual hard date. It looks like this was a $23 bottle, so it's not the most expensive, but it's expensive for a 13%er with these ingredients. Though that's pretty well priced. That might have been 22. The last year's they re-released, like, we could get one bottle of last year's, but honestly, it's a coffee stout. Don't drink this beer over a year, probably. I'm going to tell you from my judgment of a fresh bottle, like this one came out a week ago. I'm on an email list. I get the notifications like that. I book these within like 30 minutes of getting them sold at the store. I put my orders in. It's like really one of the few ways that you can consistently get these special releases. Let's crack it open. I'm ready for this. And it's Super Bowl Sunday. If you're a fan of football, happy Super Bowl Sunday. And if you're not a fan of football, maybe you'll be with some family and friends tonight. I smell that from here. The coffee. Oh, I smell it from here. Oh, man. Big coffee notes. I'm actually shocked at how much coffee is in there, like the cold brew coffee. Oh, I'm getting excited. It smells like coffee. Oh, this could be a real winner, guys. This could be a very tasty treat. Let's see what this one has to offer. 13%er. It's gonna pour. It looks like the typical large stout. I have two more bottles of this. Um, the coffee notes in the nose appeared to be there. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Delayed head there. Nice varying size bubbles all over it, but a lot of compact ones as well. And zero light. It's a Trillium stout. Let's see what we get on the nose in the glass. Big coffee. Big time. I mean, we're like, it's that level. I'm really surprised. I do smell a little bit of like a mapley, waffly sort of thing going on. It's not super strong, but it's in there. I'm getting more just like coffee at the moment. Oh, it's awesome. It smells like their coffee stouts, but it's 13% and it has waffles and vanilla and lactose and I mean, oh, come on, guys. This could be really tasty. And look at the bubbles. They actually just got bigger. So they're starting to separate a bit more. I mean, this looks the part, and it definitely smells the part. I'm not getting a lot of like booze or bourbon on here, even though I believe this is a bourbon barrel aged beer. I'll have to go review that on the website again. But let's get a taste of this. I have to try this. Let's go. Syrup bomb. Syrup bomb. Oh my gosh. That is one of the thickest stouts I've had in a long time. Like, oh my gosh. Whoa. Coffee all down your throat. Like coffee syrup all down, like, wow. Holy manoli. Holy cannoli. Like, geez. Oh, wow. The sweetness. The lactose is aiding in this, I believe, but this is a super sweet stout. It's it's like syrup, malty. The waffle, I think, is in the malt character, but I'm not, I have to be quite honest, the coffee is way up front, and the syrup, like vanilla-y sweet syrup, way up front. It is reminding me of like a mixed coffee drink, that syrup they put in there. It's kind of like that. And this is really like palate coating. This is like those stouts. You got to go in like prepared for it. Wow. The coffee note is just so strong there. I'm really impressed. But it's a sweet. There's a sweetness in it. Like there's coffee with a little bit of sweetness as well. So it's not like super roast forward. It's like a maple coffee. Like, oh, that is big time. The feel is what's interesting here. The mouth feel is probably like an 8.5, but the syrup quality is like an 11 out of 10. So the weight of the mouthfeel, the malt weight, is not like a 10. I've had, I'd say, fudgier beer that have lactose, but the syrup quality is like, wow, big time. It's liquid syrup, guys. It's just a syrup bomb. Let's pour some more out and have it start to warm up a bit more. I will say, I do in that sweetness, I am tasting what you could equate to like a waffle batter. It's in there. Okay. What's fascinating is it's only getting a 4.15 on Untapped. Um, is that last year's? This guy is someone saying that the waffle flavor is not in here. I taste it, but the coffee, I like this. I like the coffee forwardness of this. Um, I actually know I love the coffee forwardness of this. It's like Java. It's like Java syrup. That's exactly, and a little bit of maple, a little bit of vanilla. The waffle, I think, is getting the coffee is probably in front of waffle maltiness. I think that's where like you're just getting that the coffee is all over it. I'm really digging it though. Um, I think in that syrup profile you can taste a waffle like taste, but it's not super prevalent. Uh, yeah, it is in there, but it's not ultra prevalent. This needs to warm for a bit. I'll come back with my final thoughts on it. Hey everyone, I'm back here with Trillium's Resolution Break. This is again 13% Imperial Coffee Stout with waffles, vanilla, lactose. Apparently also with pearl sugar. This beer is phenomenal. Now, just a quick update. In reviewing the beer and reading about it, I did not realize that they also had released a barrel-aged variant of this at 15.3%. I'm a little bit annoyed that I didn't see that. I would have liked to have gotten a bottle of that when I went today. Again, I bought these online, and they didn't give the option for the barrel-aged one, probably intentionally, but I'm a little bit annoyed that they didn't give us the heads up on both when they came out relatively at the same time. They probably wanted it to be more of a surprise, I guess. Anyway, in all honesty, This beer is so damn good. I don't know what a barrel aging process would have done to this profile. It may have even taken away from that incredible coffee note that I'm getting. And I love bourbon beers, but to be quite honest, rarely do I prefer coffee stouts when they're barrel aged. It's more like it may add a bourbony note to the beer, but this doesn't need it. And this is so velvety smooth at 13%, and the coffee is so upfront. While there's tons of dessert notes, the sweet syrupy notes underneath, like vanilla, molasses, chocolate, and that waffle taste is probably in there, but not super prevalent. I get this waffle-like sensation, but there it is, that coffee. It's that coffee note. It breaks through all the sweetness, and then you're left with the Trillium Barrington cold brew coffee taste, which is so damn good. If you don't like coffee, don't buy this. The coffee bleeds right through all the sweetness, and it's there. It's like, yes. It's this like medium roast coffee. There's no bitterness at all. It's just full coffee taste. There's nothing really roasty or bitter about it at all. It's sweet, and I guess you could say the word is nutty and earthy. It's just like pure coffee beans, but it's not, again, bitter or very roasted forward. So I'd say it's more like Java. Or, cold brew coffee, I guess, kind of has that quality, that taste, where it mellows down the roasted character a bit and it brings up just the baseline coffee nuttiness, so to speak. It's so drinkable, smooth, and balanced as it got warmed. That's the magic came through. But the coffee note really impresses me. So guys, my recommendation, this is the regular version at 13%. Do not cellar this. Drink this within 3 months. This is one that you want fresh. The coffee is really, the coffee's there, man. I love it. That's how it's done. That's how it's done, man. There it is. At the end, all this coffee flavor comes out. Oh, I love this beer. This could be my favorite coffee stout ever. There it is. The coffee's still there. It's on my tongue, man. That is fantastic. You have to love coffee. You have to love coffee to get this. Don't, and drink it fresh. This is a 10, and I'd probably give it an 11 if I could. That's what it's doing for me. It's, again, I'm a big coffee fan. That's why I love this. If you don't love coffee, don't buy this. It's getting like 4.10s, like 4.18, I think, on 4.15 on tap. What are these people thinking? I don't understand it, guys. I don't know what these people are looking for. They're saying the waffles, I don't taste waffles in here. Honestly, waffles don't have a very prevalent taste to begin with. So I don't feel like waffle comes out that much in a beer, let alone a coffee beer, where coffee is the dominant flavor. The waffle might be adding to the sweet profile, maybe with a little bit of a thickening feel to it. I am looking for the waffle. There is a hint of waffle in there. There's the coffee. Dude, this is my favorite style of beer, really. But as far as breakfast beers go, this might be my favorite breakfast stout of all time. I'm calling it my favorite coffee stout of all time. You just heard it. That is freaking delicious. That coffee is still there. I still taste it. Oh. I honestly don't think I'd want the barrel-aged version. I feel like that would take away from this sensation. And yes, I'd get a bourbon note, maybe a little bit more of a brown sugar taste and maybe a little bit more vanilla. But I dig that coffee so much, I don't want to trade it. It's still there. The coffee's still there. And I haven't had this much coffee since their PM Dawn, which is a smaller beer and more roasted forward and chocolatey. This brings a sweetness to it and a colder, more of a milder coffee, but that coffee taste goes all the way through everything. That's a 10, and if I'd give it an 11 if I could. That's what it's doing for me. It's also priced. I mean, it's not barrel-aged. This is the regular version. It was $22.50 for a bottle. Honestly, this is better. The Papyrus Bow video, I have to say, I like this more. That's playing with my emotions, man. That's how you do it. That's how you make coffee stout. That's perfection. I wouldn't want this any other way. I couldn't even tell you. Yeah, maybe they're selling the waffle a little too hard in the picturing. Okay. But it's too good. The coffee note's too good. It's too smooth. It's so velvety and smooth. It's an 11. All right? And there it is. My favorite breakfast steam stout that I've ever done. Here it is. Resolution Break, the 2020 edition. Here you go. Get it. And get it now. Don't get these old. Get these in the next 3 months so you can get that coffee taste. That's my advice, guys. Cyclone signing up. I'll see you on the next beer review.